So far, we've seen the introduction to, well, Rose, and then the end of the end of Earth, 5 billion years into the future after the first episode, and we see the destruction of Earth. This go round, we got the Unquiet Dead. I'm interested to see what this is going to take and be like. Let's get into it.
Sneed and Company offer their sincerest condolences, sir, in this most trying hour.
Grandmama had a good innings, Mr. Sneed. She was so full of life. I can't believe she's gone.
That's the road! Oh no, so he's used to it! What the hell?
Willard! Get down here now! We've got another one!
Another one?
Hold that one down.
I'm holding this one down.
Well, hold them both down. You've seen the future, let's have a look at the past. 1860. How does 1860 sound?
What happened in 1860?
I don't know. Let's find out. Hold on. Here we go.
So you take her 5 billion years in the future and then just over 100 years into the past.
Where have you been? I was shouting.
Been in the stable, sir, breaking the ice from Samson.
We'll get back in there and harness him up.
Whatever for, sir.
The stiffs are getting lively again. Mr. Ednar's grandmother, she's up and on her feet and out there somewhere.
See, that would be concerning. The stiffs are lively again. Stiffs are supposed to be lively. The whole key to it being the word stiff. They're supposed to be, stiff. What in Sam hell's going on at this place?
We've got to find her.
Mr. Sneed, for shame, how many more times? It's ungodly. Something terrible is happening in this house, and we've got to get help.
And we will. As soon as I get that dead old woman locked up and safe and sound. Now, stop providing.
Can we make it? Where are we?
I did it. Give the man a medal. Earth, Naples, December 24th, 1860.
That's so weird. It's Christmas.
All yours?
But it's like... Think about it, though. Christmas. 1860. You can go back and see days that are dead and gone. 100,000 sunsets ago. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Where do you think you're going?
1860.
Go out there, dressed like that. You'll start a riot, Barbarella. There's a wardrobe through there. First left, second right, third on the left. Go straight ahead, under the stairs, past the bins, fifth door on your left.
Wait. How'd she get all of that? I would not understand a word he just... But past the second right, I'd be lost.
Use the sight.
It's all right, sir.
Find the
Sight.
old lady, or you're dismissed. Now, look inside, girl. Look deep. Where is she?
Mr. Dickens, Mr. Dickens.
Great man.
Excuse me, sir, Mr. Dickens, this is your call.
Christmas Eve. Not the best of times to be alone.
Did no one travel with you, sir? No lady wife waiting out front?
Afraid not.
You can have mine if you want.
Oh, I wouldn't dare. I'm like a ghost, condemned to repeat myself through all eternity.
It's never too late, sir. You can always think up some new turns.
No, I can't. Even my imagination grows stale.
Blimey.
Don't laugh.
You look beautiful.
Oh.
Considering
What?
that you're human.
I think that's a compliment.
As if the box isn't going or the TARDIS isn't going to be out of place.
Ready for this? Here we go.
History.
It's a bit different than everybody else with that leather.
She's in there, sir. I'm certain of it.
Wait.
There's a paper.
I do look
What's the news? What's happened?
Quite a bit wrong.
I don't care.
It's not 1860, it's 1869.
I don't care.
It's not Naples.
I don't care.
It's Cardiff.
How it happened that Scrooge, having his key in the lock of the door, saw in the knocker, without its
Christmas Carol.
any intermediate process of change.
You know, it's funny. We often, at least for me here in the U.S., I don't know how it is. Y'all do things differently. Here, a lot of times, you don't have authors taking and giving, like he's telling the tale. You know, the Christmas Carol. That's what he's taking and doing, and the oratory skills that he has apparently has good enough effect that he's been able to take, and that's what he does. He travels to and he tells his stories and stuff like that. Here in the that kind of concept is foreign to me here. Like you go to book readings or book signings, but the oratory skills in and of themselves a lot of times aren't going to be enough to take and actually pull people in. This, he's got the crowd eating out of the palm of his hand as he's taking and telling, you know, talking about Scrooge and how the knocker changes. So, you know, a Christmas Carol, and he's telling it to great effect here, it looks like. Because you can hear the in the crowd. That's something we don't see here in the U.S., which is the fact that, and I know that stuff that back in the day was a lot more common, especially in other countries than it is here. And I know it's fantasy. For anybody that's going to comment, I understand it's fantasy, but a lot of fantasy stuff, sci-fi, whatever, is rooted within truths in reality.
As Marley used to look, it looked like... Oh, my Lord.
Uh-oh.
It looked like that.
Like it?
I can see that. Oh, blooming word, can see that.
It's quite the lantern trick there.
Did you see where it came from?
The wag reveals himself, does he?
Trust your satisfied, sir.
Oi! Leave her alone! Doctor, I'll get him!
Be careful. Did it say anything? Can it speak? I'm the doctor, by the way.
This poor lady's been taken with a brain fever. We have to get her to the infirmary. Cold. She's dead.
She's dead.
What'd you do to her? What did you do that for?
Well, see, now you're going to take and really make a mess of things.
Gas. It's made of gas. Rose! Not this kid, we need to. Oi, you! Follow that hearse!
Wait, can't do that, sir.
Why not?
Why not? I'll give you a very good reason why not, because this is my coach.
Well, get in then.
Get in then.
Dickens?
Yes?
Charles Dickens?
Yes?
The Charles Dickens?
Should I remove the gentleman, sir?
Charles Dickens, you're brilliant, you are. Completely 100% brilliant. I've read them all. Great Expectations, Oliver Twist, and what's the other one? The one with the ghost?
Christmas Carol?
No, the one with the trains. The Signalman, that's it. Terrifying. The best short story ever written. You're a genius.
You want me to get rid of him, sir?
No, I think you can...
The poor girl's still alive, sir. What are we going to do with her?
I don't know. I didn't plan any of this, did I? Is it my fault if the dead won't stay dead?
Then whose fault is it, sir? Why is this happening to us?
She's got questions. Do you have answers? Oh, hell. Now it's going to try to find another host. Rose is bombs.
Say I'm not in. Tell them we closed. Just get rid of them.
Yeah, something tells me that's not going to work on this occasion here. Oh, hell.
I'm sorry, sir, we closed.
Nonsense. Swindon Undertaker. Keep office hours. The dead don't die on schedule. I demand to see your master.
He's not in, sir.
Like to me, child. Summon him at once.
I'm awfully sorry, Mr. Dickens, but the master's indisposed.
Having trouble with your gas?
Get out of there, Rose. Run. Or maybe sit there and talk to it. Yep, you're going to talk to it.
Kidding me, yeah? You're just kidding. You are kidding me, aren't you? You're not allowed inside, sir.
There's something inside the walls.
Make noise, Rose.
Let me out! Open the door! Please!
That's her.
This is my house.
Yeah, there you go. Blame it on her, you old coot.
Open the door!
I think this is my dance.
It's a prank. Must be. We're under some mesmeric influence.
No, we're not. The dead are walking. Hi.
Hi. Who's your friend?
Charles Dickens.
Okay.
My name's the Doctor. Who are you then? What do you want?
Failing, open the rift, we're dying. This form cannot sustain. Help us.
First of all, you drugged me. Then you kidnapped me, and don't think I didn't feel your hands up in a quick wonder, you dirty old man.
I won't be spoken to like that.
Please. And if that ain't enough, you swan off and leave me to die. So come on, talk.
It's not my fault, it's this house. It always had a reputation. Haunted. But I never had much bother until about 3 months back, and then the stiffs. The dear departed. Started getting restless.
Tommy Rod.
You witnessed it. Can't keep the beggars down. They walk.
The dearly
It's the
departed
queerest
started
thing.
getting
They hang on
restless.
to scraps.
Not what you want to hear.
2 sugars, sir, just how we like it.
One old fella used to be a sexton, almost walked into his own memorial service, just like the old lady going to your performance, sir. Just as she planned.
What about the gas?
Oh, that's new, sir, and never seen anything like that.
Means it's getting stronger. The rift's getting wider and something's sneaking through.
What's the rift?
A weak point in time and space, a connection between this place and another. That's the cause of ghost stories most of the time.
That's how I got the house so cheap. Stories going back generations. Echoes
Well,
in
Dickens,
the
if you
dark.
stick around, you
Queer
have
songs
something to
in
put
the
in your
air and this
books.
feeling.
I don't think I'd be in that room. Oh, never mind. There's the doctor.
Checking for strings.
Wires, perhaps. There must be some mechanism behind this fraud.
Oh, come on, Charles. All right. I shouldn't have told you to shut up. I'm sorry. But you've got one of the best minds in the world. You saw those gas creatures.
I cannot accept that.
And what does the human body do when it decomposes? It breaks down, produces gas. Perfect home for these gas things. They can slip inside, use it as a vehicle.
Can it be that I have the world entirely wrong?
Not wrong. There's just more to learn.
I've always railed against the fantasist. Oh, I loved an illusion as much as the next man, revelled in them, and that's exactly what they were. Illusions. The real world is something else. I dedicated myself to that. Injustices, the great social causes. Have I wasted my brief span here, Doctor?
Seems Mr. Dickens is having a bit of a problem because the world is not what it seems, and now he's questioning his value and what he's done. I think without fully realizing probably that the social plights that his stories brought to bear, the consciousness that it took and brought to stuff like that. But just you can tell it's one of the things I love about this show so far, 3 episodes in, is the fact that you can see when people's mindsets are, number one, they're like, oh crap, this is, number one, you get the what's going on, and then number two, you get the realization that there's more than meets the eye to what they've seen, and just that, well, what do I do with it type of thing. And again, right here, and it's beautifully done. I like that.
Please, miss, you shouldn't be helping. It's not right.
Be daft. Sneed worked you to death.
How much do you get paid? £8 a year, miss.
How much?
I know. I would have been happy with 6.
So, did you even go to school or what?
Of course I did. What do you think I am, an urchin? I went every Sunday. Nice and proper.
What, once a week?
We did sums and everything.
I used to go around the shops with my mate Shireen. We used to go and look at boys.
Well, I don't know much about that, miss.
Come on, times haven't changed that much. I bet you've done the same.
I don't think so, miss. I suppose there is one lad. The butcher's boy. He comes by every Tuesday. Such a lovely smile on him.
Like a nice smile. Good smile. Nice bum.
Well, I
A nice bum.
I swear it is the strangest thing, miss. You've got all the claws and the breeding, but you talk like some sort of wild thing.
Maybe I am.
You're from London. I've seen London in drawings, but never like that. All those people rushing about, half naked.
And she's got the sight, so she's, oh, I love this, because she's pulling from her memory due to her ability.
And the birds in the sky, no, they're metal as well. Metal birds with people in them. People are flying. The big bad wolf.
Kind of scared now. Both of them are scared of each other now.
I'm sorry, miss. It's all right. I can't help it. Ever since I was a little girl, my mum said I had the sight. She told me to hide it.
But it's getting stronger, more powerful, is that right?
All the time, sir. Every night. Voices in my head.
You grew up on top of the rift. You're part of it. You're the key.
I've tried to make sense of it, sir. Consulted with spiritualists, table rappers, all sorts.
Well, that should help. You can show us what to do.
What to do where, sir?
We're going to have a seance.
Come. We must all join hands.
I can't take part in this.
Humbug, come on, open mind.
Humbug.
Strive to unmask. Seances? Nothing but luminous tambourines and a squeeze box concealed between the knees. This girl knows nothing.
Now, don't antagonize her. I love a happy medium.
I can't believe you just said that.
Oh my God.
Good man. Now, Gwyneth, reach out.
Nothing can happen. This is sheer folly.
Look at her. I see them. I feel them.
What's it saying?
Can't get through the rift. Gwyneth, it's not controlling you, you're controlling it. Now look deep. Allow them through.
I can't.
Yes, you can. Just believe it. I have faith in you, Gwyneth. Make the link.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Dickens is...
The rift. Take the girl to the rift. Make the bridge.
What for?
We are so very few. The last of our kind. We face extinction.
Why? What happened?
Once we had a physical form like you. But then the war came.
War? What war?
The Time War. The whole universe convulsed. The Time War raged, invisible to smaller species, but devastating to higher forms. Our bodies wasted away. We're trapped in this gaseous state.
So that's why you need the corpses.
We want to stand tall, to feel the sunlight, to live again. We need a physical form. And your dead are abandoned. They go to waste. Give them to us.
But we can't.
Why not?
I mean, it's not...
Not decent, not polite. It could save their lives.
Open the rift.
Let the girl through. We're dying. Help us.
Oh, Gwyneth. Look, Charles Dickens looks like he's, he don't know what to take and do with all this.
All true.
Oh, realization.
They came, didn't they? They need me.
They do need you, Gwyneth. You're their only chance of survival.
I've told you, leave her alone. She's exhausted and she's not fighting your battles.
Living on the rift, she's become part of it. She can open it up, make a bridge, and let them through.
Incredible. Ghosts that are not ghosts, but beings from another world who can only exist in our realm by inhabiting
cadavers. Good system. It might work.
You can't let him run around inside of dead people.
Why not? It's like recycling.
Seriously, though, you can't.
Seriously, though, I can.
It's just wrong. Those bodies were living people. We should respect them, even in death.
Do you carry a donor card?
It's different, Les.
It is different, yeah. It's a different morality. Get used to it or go home.
Don't I get a say, miss?
Well, yeah, no.
But here and now, I know my own mind, and the angels need me.
We need to find the rift. This house is on a weak spot, so there must be a spot that's weaker than any other. Mr. Sneed, what's the weakest part of this house? The place where most of the ghosts have been seen.
That would be the morgue.
In the morgue. The gazebo. Yeah, no, it's not going to be on a outside spot. That's probably, makes more sense for it to be down there.
Doctor, I think the room is getting colder.
Probably. That's what happens when ghosts show up.
You've come to help. Praise the doctor, praise him.
I'll take you somewhere else after the transfer. Somewhere you can build proper bodies. This isn't a permanent solution, all right?
My angels. I can help them live.
Okay, where's the weak point?
Here, beneath the arch.
I can see you. I can see you. Come.
Bridgehead establishing.
Come to me. Come to this world.
You said that you were few in number. And all of us in need of corpses.
Stop this! Listen to your master. This has gone far enough. Stop.
Broke his neck. Immediately become a vessel. Watch out, Mr. Dickens.
March with us. Glory. The human race. Dead.
Swin, stop them! Send them back!
This new world of yours is too much for me.
Better get out of there, Charles.
Sacrifice your lives to the devil.
I trusted you. I pitied you. Not while I'm alive.
Watch out, Mr. Dickens. There's dead everywhere. Look, it's gonna be Marley. Quite the predicament you got yourself into there, sweetie. You and the doc. Oh, he's gonna go through and turn all the,
We'll go down fighting, yeah?
Yeah.
Together?
Yeah. I'm so glad I met you.
Doctor! Doctor! Turn off the flame. Turn up the gas. Now fill the room. All of it. Now. What are you doing? Turn it all on. Flood the place.
Brilliant. Gas.
What, so he choked to death instead?
Am I correct, Doctor? These creatures are gaseous.
Fill the room with gas, it'll draw them out of the host. Suck them into the air like poison from a wound.
It's working.
Win! Send them back! They're mine. They're not angels.
Liars.
Look, if your mother and father could look down and see this, they'd tell you the same. They'd give you the strength. Now send them back. Charles, get her out.
I'm not leaving her!
They're too strong.
Remember that world you saw? Rose's world, all those people. None of it will exist unless you send them back through the rift.
I can't send them back. But I can hold them. Get out.
You can't!
Leave this place!
Rose, get out! Go now. I won't leave her while she's still in danger. Now go! Come on, leave that to me.
y'all gonna take and pass out before you get out of there if you ain't careful.
Thank you. I'm sorry. She closed the rift.
She didn't have much of a choice.
The poor child.
I did try, Rose, but Gwyneth was already dead. She had been for at least 5 minutes.
What do you mean?
I think she was dead from the minute she stood in that arch.
She can't have. She spoke to us. She helped us. She saved us. How could she have done that?
There are more things in heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy. Even for you, Doctor.
She saved the world.
Nobody
A servant girl. No one will ever know.
I shall take the mail coach back to London, quite literally post-haste. This is no time for me to be on my own.
I love to play on words,
I spend
post-haste.
Christmas with my family and make amends to them. After all I've learned tonight, there can be nothing more vital. The mystery of Edwin Drood still lacks an ending. Perhaps the killer was not the boy's uncle. Perhaps he was not of this earth. The mystery of Edwin Drood and the blue elementals. My books, Doctor, do they last?
Oh, yes. In a week's time, it's 1870, and that's the year he dies. Sorry, he'll never get to tell his story. Let's give him one last surprise.
I'll give the man a heart attack right then and there. Oh, he got it. Okay, he's getting a good laugh out of it.
God bless us, everyone.
So we've went 5 billion years into the future. Then we went to 1869. We meet Charles Dickens. It's funny, reading through the comments on the first video, right? Everybody, this is a pretty good starting point. The writing only gets better, and I'm gonna be honest with you. If the writing gets better than this, I can only I can't wait, because this already, in my opinion, granted, and I'm not trying to take in. So here's what I'm not trying to do. I'm not trying to take and pit it against anything else. I'm not trying to anything of that nature. It's only natural, though, to take and be like, okay, it's got a little bit of this to it, a little bit of that to it. This has a little bit of, it's not overly complex within the writing on it, right? The stories, granted, they're not, in my opinion, the most fantastical, and they're not the most deep, but the level that it's on, it's like it hits a sweet spot. Like it's not horrible, it's not amazing, but damn if it ain't good. And for me, that's to watch a show where it's damn if it ain't, if that ain't good. To meet that expectation, for me, that there's a couple levels that have to be hit. There's a lot of shows for me that just don't hit that. We're 3 episodes in, and I'm like, do I want to go ahead and record the 4th episode? Like, that's the level I'm at with this show, because I think they do a really good job, because it's not overly, it doesn't take in per episode so far, it doesn't explore too many themes, right? You're taking, the conversation Rose had with Gwyneth, and the whole, how much are you getting paid? And, a little bit of the feminist of, showing kind of, exactly how it was back then for women, right? But it doesn't take and go much further than that, because even Rose is like, oh no, she's not doing this. And then Rose herself having to be put in her place. So you got the overreaching that can happen with that, but it didn't get tendrils out of that. It's just part of it. You've also got the aspect of Charles Dickens. You got the historical aspect of things, and how it just, somebody from back then seeing something, after you got a certain mindset, how sometimes it takes seeing stuff to take and change. And I get it. This is fantasy and stuff, but every episode of anything you're going to watch, it's going to have little things that are contained within it, either to continue a storyline that tells a broader scope of things, or just little bits and pieces throughout a singular contained story per episode is going to have little bits and pieces. And this doesn't take and explore too much. It doesn't go too far out on things. It stays within the context of the story itself, and it does a fantastic job. I think that's hard to do, and I think for this, for the writing to get better, I'm only excited. It only makes me more excited to get further into the show because I like this. Like, I really do, because it's got, not only does it not take and go too in depth in a lot of stuff, it takes real tight, well put together stories, and it's got a bit of, you got action, you got humor, you got some philosophy, and you got a little bit of camp to it, right? You got a little bit of campiness to it, which I think really, if it's not going to be super gritty and super serious as far as sci-fi is concerned, you got to kind of go in that campy or goofy for it to really work perfectly. Rarely do you take and get a perfect blending of like gritty and campy at the same time. Normally it's either really visual and gritty and just visceral almost, or it's goofy and campy, and the story that each type tells, normally that's what works if done right. And this, I think, has just the right amount of camp to take and go with the comedy, to take and go with the drama of each episode so far, 3 episodes in, that really, really makes this work. And if it gets even better as far as writing and storytelling is concerned, I'm really, really excited for this. So this right here, just the fact that they had the spirits that through the gas lines and stuff like that. Gwyneth got used as a bridge. Bad end for Gwyneth, unfortunately, as soon as she went on the arch. This doctor said she'd been dead for at least 5 minutes. Turning off the gas to basically do away with them, make them leave their host, the dead bodies, and then Rose's basically dead body having to strike the match to boom, put an end to it. I think that's really cleverly done. I like this. I like this a lot. Hope y'all enjoyed this. Y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves. Peace.